What up, ladies? Happy, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are doing well. So today, like I said, I'm going to talk about, try to stop moving this here. I'm going to talk about Veggies Most, baby. The number two core when it comes to getting healthy. I actually have been drinking more water and doing more veggies. Tonight I did have pizza. Super good. So we'll see what it says on the scale tomorrow. But I'm going to track it regardless. And so, but I've been doing that for the last 3 days, and I've already lost 4 pounds. I've lost about a pound a day. So it really does work to have half your plate full of vegetables, drinking that water, writing, and then tracking it, and then weighing yourself daily. So FYI. So what I'm telling you is the truth. So you can do this. All right. So Veggies Most. Number one, I'm looking at notes here, so I just want to let you guys know. So veggies that are low in calories, that are about 50 calories per cup or less, are the vegetables you want to fill up the most on. So yes, that means that potatoes and things that are really high in starchy and high in calorie are more on the carb end. So though those are vegetables, those aren't going to be the ones you're going to be filling your plate with, okay? So those are the little bit extra things. You probably have like a quarter cup or a little bit of pasta, a little bit of potato, and I've had that this week just fine. But on top of it, I'm having a big salad and cucumbers and tomatoes and carrots and things of that nature that are lower in calorie, higher in fiber and water. So that's what you want to be putting on your plate every day. Half of your plate should be vegetables, and of the 50 calories per cup of vegetables that are not starchy. So breakfast, that is, she calls it, that's extra credit. But you don't have to have vegetables at your breakfast. But for lunch and dinner and snacks, half your plate should always be filled with vegetables, even if it's a snack. So if you're going to have apple and peanut butter, you should have a side of some raw vegetables as well with it, okay? So you want to make sure you're having vegetables with every meal. All right, except for breakfast. You don't have to do that. That's extra credit. All right, and then veggies is the new comfort food. Loads your belly, but it won't give you the guilt or the weight gain. So let me read this in here. I thought it was really good. She said, this is what comfort food should mean to you when it comes to filling vegetables. Comfort food should make you feel satisfied. Comfort food should not make you feel guilty. Comfort food should do your body more good than harm. Comfort foods should make you feel like you can go out and see people afterwards. Comfort foods should make you feel happy and comfortable in your own pants, right? And veggies, when you know how to make them in quick, savory, yummy, and exciting ways, hit all of those check marks. Absolutely. So when your veggies are tasting good, you have the comfort of it, right? And so here's the deal. Like, there's some nights I've been eating like a lot of vegetables. I'm like, oh gosh, I'm so full. I'm like, there's like no way I'm going to lose weight. And the next day I'm losing weight. So I want you to keep that in mind. Vegetables don't stay in your tummy as long. It's not less than 4 or 5 hours. It's more like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But when you're going to bed full and satisfied and knowing that you're not going to have any guilt later, it's great. All right. So that's what comfort food should be. It shouldn't be just pizza and pasta and alcohol and sugary stuff where you feel sick and disgusting afterwards. It's only comfort in the moment. You should feel it while you're eating it. Fills your belly. Afterwards, you should feel amazing. Even if you feel full, it's not going to last. It's a different kind of full. It really is. So you should still feel full and satisfied. It should taste delicious. All right. So I love that when she says that's what comfort foods should be when it comes to vegetables. All right. Focus. If you haven't been eating a lot of vegetables, you now have to focus and plan on having vegetables in your meal, right? If you're going to have a pizza, now we have to have a salad. And she always says this first. Feed your body what it needs before you feed it what it wants. So if you're having pizza, I did not follow this rule tonight, but if you're having pizza, have your salad first, then have your slice of pizza, 2 slices, 3 slices, whatever size pizza, because it just fills your stomach up, right? So she says to focus on that. So I said, find your favorites. So what if you're like, I'm not a huge vegetable eater? as long as you have 1 to 3 favorite vegetables that you really like, make that a staple in your daily life, and then start to audition some new vegetables into your diet, and with new seasonings and herbs and things like that when you're making your vegetables. And you may find, maybe cook those 3 vegetables a little different than you usually do. Maybe you don't always have it raw. Maybe you have it baked, or maybe you have it roasted, or maybe you have it sauteed, or maybe you have it steamed, or maybe you have it in a salad with all the wonderful flavors. I am not a fan of mushrooms, but I love onions and mushrooms sauteed together with butter and olive oil, salt, and red pepper flakes. That spice and my mushrooms cooked all the way down to its smallest it can be, with my onions. Oh, that's so good. And with a steak or a vegetable, or like a shrimp or something. Oh, it's so good. And then just add a little avocado on top of that. Ooh, baby, right? But mushrooms by themselves, you ain't gonna see me eat it. But if I cook it that way, saute it and spice it up and season it up, and have the onion, which I do love, mixed in it with it together, I'm going to eat it. So you find different ways to make these foods. So find those 1 to 3 vegetables, put that as a staple in your diet, and then start trying them other different ways, as well as adding other vegetables to your diet. Okay, I'm not a huge cabbage fan, but I don't mind it a little bit in my salad. So when I get those salad mixes, I'll purchase romaine lettuce, cut that up, then I'll throw in some cabbage. Those salad mixes that have a little bit of cabbage, maybe has a little bit of broccoli or something like that. I throw those in there to flavor it up some, but it's not the main dish, right? So you can make it taste good, and it does taste pretty good. Like when I put I love the Italian dressing from Olive Garden, so it's in the stores. That Italian dressing with with a cabbage or whatever, that something with a cabbage and that salty flavoring, those things work together. Then I also put some a little bit of dried cranberry on top of my salad as well, and it's just so good. So, but by itself, yuck. I cannot stand cabbage. But if I mix it up with things that I do like, so good. All right. Okay. Experiment with your veggies. There's dozens of spices, dozens of herbs, and dozens of cooking methods. So pick some recipes and go for it. You do not have to have just broccoli steamed and say that's your vegetable. No. Put some butter on that. Put a little sour cream. Put a little avocado, something on it, right? Maybe not flour. You don't want to fry it in that kind of stuff, but the extra little accessories when it comes to seasoning and flavors and stuff like that, you could totally do that. All right, so spice it up. You'll find that people that are in their 30s and older that are very fit and healthy and love vegetables, they don't just have steamed broccoli. They got all the things on that broccoli. They got all the things on that salad. And it tastes delicious, and they're never worried about gaining weight because your body just does so much better with vegetables. And you will find that you may get a little gassy, but you'll be fine. As time goes on, it gets a lot better. All right? So, and then it says, control your place, control your plate. So like when people are like, until I have a wedding, or until I have to go out with some friends or going out for drinks, or until it's time to eat, go out with family or what have you, ask them to go to a restaurant that suits your diet plan, right? Or, so control the place. Once you get into these mindset, if you're drinking a whole bunch of water and you have a salad before your meal, you're going to be fine, okay? And your meal, you have some vegetables in your meal, just eat well. We know what to do. We just have to do it. So, yeah, why don't you have some fajitas? Maybe you have one tortilla, but the rest you're just having a whole bunch of vegetables and the meat and sour cream and guacamole on it. Yummy. It's so delicious. You technically don't need the tortilla. It's just something to keep it in the thing. But use your fork and knife and eat it. It's delicious, right? So you don't have to go out and people look at you like, oh, you're eating so healthy. They'll never notice. That what you said, oh, I'm going to have water instead, right? And you have a salad before your meal, and then you have, what have you. They may actually look at you and go, so is there something new? Are you finding success with it? They may be, curious to see what you're doing. So more veggies. All right, guys. And, she says the plant power and real power. Let me read that to you, and then we'll be done here. Oh, I just want to show you too what vegetables do in your system. So this is like oil or chips or those things that that don't fill you up, and then these are vegetables. You can have the same amount. They're 400 calories each. But which one's going to make you hungry first? Right? So if you put the vegetables in your body, your stomach will be full. So I kind of like that expression or that picture there. And lastly, she says, every color has plant power. All veggies are packed with nutrients, enzymes, phytonutrients that benefit all the body's processes. Greens are great, but they are not the only. Orange veggies like carrots are great sources of vitamin A. Red bell peppers have vitamin C. If you're looking for some immune boost, spinach is a source of iron, and broccoli is a good source of calcium. So just put a whole bunch of vegetables. People are thinking like, especially if you're doing keto, people are like, I can't have different colored bell peppers. I can only have the green. You can have all of them colors. It is low in calorie, filled with water and fiber. You'll be fine. Okay? You're not gaining weight from a whole bunch of vegetables, people. That's not what we're gaining weight off. We're gaining weight off of the McDonald's, the ice cream, the hamburger and fries, where we don't see many vegetables on that plate at all. That's what we're gaining weight from. So eat your vegetables first and most, and you'll find as you're edging out these other unhealthy items, but you still get to eat them, you still get to lose weight and enjoy the process. All right, guys, I love you so much. Take care of yourselves. I'm actually going to be putting the PDF of some of the recipes and stuff that come with this book. By all means. Okay, y'all, by all means. Let me see if I can change the screen so you guys can read it. Is that this here? Yeah. Yeah. By all means, go purchase the book. You can go on Amazon. You can also go on, what's that called? Audible, and listen to it. It's perfectly fine. And so, this is a great book if you're looking to simplify your eating without having to weigh jack shit, without having to, be super prepared and all this other stuff. You just need to make sure you have enough vegetables in your fridge, right? And that's it. So I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Let me know if you need anything. And again, I'll be posting in here in the file section the recipes and stuff that come with this probably towards the end of this week after I'm finished talking to you about the last two core principles, which is writing everything down that you eat and weighing yourself daily. You'll be surprised how much success you'll have with all four of these things put together. Drinking water first, veggies most, tracking it, and weighing yourself daily. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.